everyone? It is an awesome day and I can't wait to show you everything I'm eating today, but we're also talking about the Raw Food June topic of the day, which is all about the role that dehydrated foods play in a raw food diet. So here we go. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with me today. Let's talk about dehydrated foods on a raw diet. So, are they necessary is probably the number one question. And no, you can actually do a raw food diet without any dehydrated foods. Most of my recipes don't involve any dehydrated foods, and I definitely don't eat them every single day. That being said, if you're doing raw food long term, I think it's super helpful and will make things easier. So I'm going to talk about some tools and ways that you can incorporate dehydrated foods if you want. And I'm super excited that this post is being sponsored by Wrap Foods. So thank you, Wrap Foods, for sponsoring this post and supporting my channel and for giving all of you guys awesome deals. So if you click the link below in the description of this video, anything you buy through that link will help support this channel. And you can also use the discount code CK15OFF and get 15% off your entire purchase. If you go under the value bundle section, you will see my face and all my favorite things in the Cultivator Kitchen value bundle, and you can buy that. It saves you 25% off regular price. And what's amazing is they just said that you can use my discount code with the bundle to save even more. It's a ridiculously good deal. So I hope you guys are gonna love that and take advantage of it. Okay, so let's talk about dehydrators. This is my dehydrator, and it is a 9-tray, I believe. It is a Samson Silent Dehydrator. So it's not completely silent, but it is the quietest one I could find, which was very important to me because these can be super loud. It's a 9-tray. It came with the little silicone mats and the plastic mats and the silver trays, the chrome trays. So I really liked that. I also like that it has this see-through front, so you can see how everything's progressing, and that it has really easy digital readout here. So it's really just on, off. You can adjust the temperature and how long you want it to stay on for, and it's pretty compact size actually. The reason I got this one is it had everything I wanted, and it also was a ridiculously good price. It was about $130 US on Amazon. I will link to that below, and I will use my affiliate link. So again, if you click on that, a tiny bit of your purchase will help this channel. And it's the quietest, best capacity, featureful one that I could find with a digital readout that is at such a low price. This would be my recommendation if you're looking to make your own dehydrated foods. A lot of people will say the Excalibur brand is the best. I noticed a lot of raw food people have Excalibur, but then you're looking at quite a few $100s, and I just didn't see that there was a benefit over this one, and I absolutely love it. So this is the dehydrator I use. It is the Samson Silent Dehydrator, and I will link to that below in case you want to check it out. So dehydrating is instead of cooking your food, you can warm it up and take out some of the moisture, which is going to give you a lot of the mouthfeel and flavors, deepening of flavors that you would get with cooking food. But you can keep everything under 118 degrees Fahrenheit, which means you're keeping the nutrition and enzymes intact and it's remaining raw. And I love to make wraps and crackers and taco tortillas in my dehydrator. I've posted a ton of recipes in other What I Eat in a Days where you can see those, and I will link to those below, and I will put a dehydrator playlist together so you guys can see that all at once. So in addition to making your own dehydrated foods, which can help you have some different flavors, you can also check out my raw Italian pasta recipe. You can make your own sun-dried tomatoes, dried herbs. There's a ton of uses for your dehydrator. So if it's something that you want to look into and you want to do raw food long term, I think having a dehydrator can be really beneficial, and it will also help you make more things from scratch. That being said, if you want to dehydrate stuff, it can take between 5 hours for some recipes and 14 hours for other recipes. So you really, really have to plan ahead and be organized. Sometimes that works out for me, and sometimes I'm just too busy, especially if I'm traveling. A lot of homemade dehydrated foods don't travel so well. Then I love to use some of these that you can get that are more convenient. So you can also get raw vegan dehydrated foods on the go from a company like Wrap if you want. These are the spicy veggie wraps. These are actually the mini size, which is kind of my favorite size. You can see they're not really small, but they're kind of perfect serving size. So I like these mini veggie wraps. And the spicy is definitely my favorite flavor. This is probably what I'll have for dinner tonight because I want to finish these. So yes, these travel extremely well. And this is also a great way to make maybe something that people are used to seeing if you're going to take your lunch to work, right? That wrap looks really delicious. And I've served these to family and friends and they absolutely love them. So this is a convenient way to incorporate some other foods that you maybe miss on a raw diet on an occasional basis. Along that same line, I absolutely love their tomato pizza crust. So I bought the bulk size because these are my husband's favorites too. And I also love to cut these into crackers or cut them into triangle shapes and make tortilla chips with them because the pizza crusts are nice and thick. These are perfect for crackers and tortilla chips. And then of course, I like to make pizza as well. I have my raw vegan pizza recipe. You can check that out. And I use these in that recipe. So I'm probably gonna make pizza this Friday, and we made pizza last Friday. So we're kind of doing a raw pizza night every Friday right now. It's been really fun. So we went ahead and bought the big size. The other thing that I like to always have on hand is some of these raw coconut wraps. And these raw coconut wraps are just 2 ingredients, very simple. I like to cut them in half and use them like tortillas. So I use these a lot for tacos. You can also make, they're about the same size as the mini wraps, so you can kind of use them as that as well. But I really like to use these in place of tortillas, and they're nice and delicious. And these can be used sweet or savory. So yeah, this is some of what you can get from wrap.com, and all of these things are in my bundle if you want to get them at a super discount. But my point here is that if you think it's too much effort to make raw stuff yourself and spend, 14 hours drying your own crackers, you want something quick that your family can enjoy. If you have guests come over, I want to be able to make crackers right away and not have to have pre-made them unless I planned ahead for that. This means I can make them in like 5 minutes or less, put one of my dips with it, like guacamole or hummus, and just be ready to serve people who stopped by. So I don't eat dehydrated foods every day, as I mentioned, but I like to incorporate some wraps or crackers or raw tortillas or raw pizza every now and then. It really helps me get in variety and mix it up and keep my diet full of fruits and vegetables, which these are all made out of. And I make my own, and sometimes I use them pre-made like this, which is really convenient. So you can decide what's going to work for your budget and what's going to work for your busy schedule, and decide to either use some recipes and make your own or try some of this stuff too. So I hope you found that helpful, and I hope that answers some of your questions about dehydrated foods and how I use them. They are definitely not something I eat every day, but they make it so enjoyable to be raw long term and give so many different flavors and textures. They're great for traveling and definitely great for guests. So let me know if you have any questions below about my dehydrator or dehydrated foods or anything I just showed you, and I will show you my dinner next. Hey guys, the rain just stopped and I'm outside in my rainy garden listening to the birds, having a quick snack of grapes. Organic grapes are finally back in season, and oh my goodness, they are freaking delicious. Hey everyone, I'm gonna have my cucumber juice now that I made this morning. I lit some Palo Santo and some candles. It's a little chilly out and I just wanted to lift my mood and relax. So I have those going, and I'm gonna have my juice right now. My husband is out for dinner with friends, so I'm gonna have this and then make dinner. Okay everyone, I'm making dinner and I'm sticking with my dehydrated foods theme. And I'm going to use these last few veggie wraps that are in here. These are the spicy minis. And I made a quick dressing, and it is just my gochujang, almond butter, lime juice, spices, dulse flakes, and that is kind of it. No salt, very simple and spicy and flavorful. And I'm going to throw in this lettuce to coat it, this pretty red leaf lettuce. And then I'm going to add some basil and some bell peppers and some purple cabbage. And I'll show you how I roll it all up. So these are the mini spicy wraps. You can see they're just a bit shorter than the regular size. They're kind of a little bigger than hand size, but I actually think this is perfect for one person. I like these mini sizes the best, I think. They're just really nice and easy to use. And obviously these are nice and soft and bendable. So I am going to show you guys how I roll this up. My husband is out with friends tonight eating dinner somewhere else, so it's all for me. All right, so here's my wrap. I put some of the veggies and sauce, and I'm just gonna fold them in and then keep folding and squishing it. And I like to roll it back and forth until I get a wrap, and then I'm gonna stuff everything from the ends back in here and cut it in half. So there you go. These are some spicy almond butter dressing wraps. They taste kind of like a spring roll filling. And I just put lots of veggies, and I'm gonna have 2 of these. They're gonna be so good. All right, I made this last one a little bit uneven on the sides. This one's thinner and the other one's thicker. Probably the first ones I made look way better, but I was hungry, so I'm going to enjoy this. Again, the link to these wraps, if you want to try them, will be in the description. Hopefully that will help you stay raw and enjoy more fresh fruits and vegetables, like wrapping them up like this with the spicy dressing. Or you can make your own wraps, and I will link to my wrap recipe in the cards above so you can decide which of those you want to try. And I hope this little video about some tips on dehydrated foods and intro to my dehydrator was interesting. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. All right, I'm gonna eat my dinner now. See you guys later.